things Halloween. This is hauntformer, and I am back to talk about, drumroll please, the all-new, the Home Depot, technically, animatronics. It's weird, right, that we're seeing all-new animatronics from Home Depot long before summer has reared its head. Usually we get this stuff in July, but a lot of haunters have noted these new animatronics being dropped on the website, and I'm all for it. I mean, anytime there's Halloween earlier than when Halloween should be expected, I will do. Keep in mind, this video is a little bit late, and I'm going to try to make it as short and sweet as possible. Granted, all of the new decorations that we have seen over the past week or so from Home Depot, but sit back, get comfortable, and let's talk about the Home Depot's 2022 lineup. I'm going to kind of increase the cool factor of some of these, so bear with me. So we're going to start with, and I have my iPad here for clarity's sake, we're going to start with this witch. Now, it looks like it's a lunging witch of sorts. She kind of has her hands up, and she kind of jumps forward. Not a whole lot to say about it. You all kind of know my position on the witch thing. Not that it's bad, but it's just not geared for me. Actually, most of this lineup, from what I've seen, is really spectacular, so I'm really floored by it. Up next, we have a wizard. Now, the wizard here, I have to be honest, I actually enjoy it quite a bit. You know, for me not caring as much about the magic type props, like the dragons and the witches and stuff, I actually don't mind the wizard or warlock or whatever you want to call this guy. There are rumors right now that he might be servo-meched inside, and if so, would make him all the better. I feel that the globe, the orb, is a little unnecessary, but, you know, so be it. So be it. It's fine. I like the look of his face a lot. They really captured that old wise man appearance. Up next, a real cool one. We have the 12-foot... I think it's a 12-foot. Yeah, it's a 12-foot werewolf that apparently is animated, too. Now, I've been looking at the picture, trying to figure out what part of him's animated, and I'm going to assume it's that face, or the jaw, or something, or maybe the arms move up and down, because the legs, they look static. Doesn't look like those are going to move anytime soon. But remember, and keep this in mind, these 12-footer props are geared for outdoor use, obviously, unless you have a, you know, like 15-foot high roof in your home. It's going to be really hard to fit them inside, so they have to be geared with the outdoor elements in mind. We got the skeleton first, then the pumpkin guy, and now, of course, the wolf, the werewolf, and I think he's awesome. I'm really excited to see him in person, and being a big werewolf fan might be one of my favorite of the giant monster lineup. Now I'm going to talk about some of the new licensed characters. There are several, and I'm really excited about each of them. Most importantly, we have Oogie Boogie. I know, we've been waiting for Oogie Boogie for some time after Jack and Sally from Gemmy Industries. It was only a matter of time before we got the titular Nightmare Before Christmas's villain. Oogie Boogie here looks like he's got that beige color and lights up green from the inside. I'm going to assume he sings the Oogie Boogie song and probably flaps that mouth in front. I like the dice in the hand. I think altogether it's really cool. But a lot of people haven't been talking about the Mayor animatronic either, which is odd because I think this one is really cool too. Granted, not as crazy of an animatronic and a character per se. I feel like Oogie Boogie, Jack, and Sally are the core unit of the film, but the Mayor's a nice touch to have too if you want to kind of complete the package. But I'm not as crazy about the kid-friendly licensed props per se. I'm more interested in the scary ones, and luckily Home Depot is offering more than usual this year. Up first, we have this all-new 2022 Michael Myers. Now, this Michael doesn't look like he's from the new movies or anything. Actually, the mask looks like it's from Halloween H2O, which is different to say the least. I mean, we got some H2O themed merchandise in the past, and he looks a little bloated, but on the whole, still a cool animatronic. I love me some Mikey Myers, and the Halloween Ends movie that comes out at the end of this year would be perfect to be accented by a lot of spooky Michael Myers decor at your house. So I'm really excited for it. Well, here's another non-licensed one, but still cool. We have this kind of monster-looking Scarecrow guy. I quite like the look of the face. You know, the one missing eye and the eye drooping out. There's not a ton to say about it. Pretty sure this is a static decoration, but it's really cool. I really appreciate all of the details put in. Everything from the clothes, to the hat, to the straw. It all came together in a great package. Hang on, I lost my place. Okay, here we have Gizmo. Gizmo is, of course, from Gremlins, and as you can see at the bottom of the base, it actually says Gremlins, so you know this is an officially licensed character. It looks like he's straight out of the movie. I don't know if this is like a cardboard cutout of the character, or if he does anything, or what, but I really like the design of him. If you didn't know, Howie Mandel actually played Gizmo in the movie, did the voice of Gizmo, and I think that this prop kind of captures the likeness that he portrayed in the character. And speaking of those 80s throwbacks, we also have E.T. for the first time in Halloween animatronic form. Now, I'm going to assume, there's no videos of any of these yet, but I'm going to assume that E.T. lifts his finger and it glows. Which would be awesome. Maybe his neck even stretches too. There's a lot they could pull from the movie, and while it isn't a horror movie per se, it definitely has those sci-fi elements that I think a lot of us tend to enjoy. Up next, we have Scooby-Doo. Now, Scooby-Doo, he's in a weird position in the stock photo. I don't know if it's like they haven't updated the photo yet, because it's kind of blurry too. But he appears to be doing kind of a dance. I wonder if he does like that... Like he does kind of that dance that you see in some of the small Jimmy items. Not totally sure. I don't know which movie this is pulled from. Whether it's the live-action Scooby-Doos or the animated ones or the new show. It just kind of looks like the classic Scooby-Doo. It's been a long time coming that we haven't seen any Scooby-Doo merch. And I'm all for it. I'm really excited that we got a life-size Scooby-Doo. There was a Christmas one a couple years ago, but I'm really glad that we got a Halloween Scooby-Doo. Up next is the life-size animated Gru from Despicable Me, or if you're, you know, staying up to date, Minions: The Rise of Gru. Now, yeah, Gru is technically a supervillain, but I don't know if he quite fits the vibe of the Halloween spirit. Granted, I think this does look like a really good animatronic. Everything from the detail in the face. The fact that there's no base on him is actually nice. I don't know if that's a new technology. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you saw the servo technology with this Gru. I really think that he's going to be a popular seller for this year. And, I'm all for it. I mean, there have been rumors for, you know, a while now that we were going to get a Minion animatronic, and it's very possible that that could be one of the first sneak peeks on Spirit Halloween's end. But in terms of Home Depot, we are getting Gru, so maybe the companies will merge and we'll kind of get a crossover, if you will. And then finally, last but not least, my favorite of this lineup for Home Depot 2022 is this alien. Now, this alien is, well, it's an alien. Obviously, I love the sci-fi, is that what it looks like? It looks like that? No! No, that's not... That's what it looks like. With the satchel and... I've waited so long for an alien. And we get that? I'm sorry. I'm starting a music career.
What is up, guys? That was me in the intro. So if you enjoyed that, please subscribe to Mac Ralston Music.